We rate on a 5-star rating system. 5-star perfect reviews on every single one. I have added this to my cart. Oh, see, there's that app. See, you can use that code only until 12 midnight. Today's special does not apply, and I think electronics might be out of that wheelhouse, but otherwise everything else. But you want to see my perfect purchase that I'm getting tonight? First of all, this is from the brand NutriBullet, and I am obsessed with them as a brand. Stop. Obviously you are too, because everybody's giving it perfect reviews on hsn.com. This has more power than most mixers that I know about. What is it though? It's a hand blender, it's a stick vac, it's the best omelets that you're ever gonna make, the best coffee drinks that you're ever gonna make. You get a couple of different beakers, and then you also get this great removable power stick where you can control the throttle. And when you control whether you're pulsing for salsas or whether you're chopping ice for margaritas, as Tina keeps asking about, and then it can go directly into a stock pot. We've got butternut squash out here, or if you're doing something like a salsa or hummus. So 2 different carafes. The larger one, I just want to make sure that I do this right, is 30 ounces on the measuring cup and then 20 ounces on the chopper. I have to get my friend, my partner in crime, the amazing health and lifestyle expert, Cheryl, is back. Cheryl Blow, you know I love you. I love this brand.
Oh,
even before we chatted though, you know I'm gonna be getting this because it takes the prep out of the prep and couldn't be easier or more affordable, right?
It is so super easy. I like to call it my little hidden gem in the kitchen. I mean, literally you just take it apart and you can throw it in your utensil drawer, your cutlery drawer. But I want to show you real quick, there's a lock and an unlock, and that's all you do. So there's the unlock and you just switch it over and now it's locked into place. Now there's 2 speeds, low and high. So here's the low and there's the high. But what I love so much is you can navigate, you can easily raise it up. You hear the torque go up. You can raise it up, like let's say you're doing your soups or you're doing a smoothie and you want to intensify the speed. That's all you have to do while you're using your NutriBullet Immersion Blender. I absolutely love this thing because it makes such easy work out of stuff that you probably labor intensive. I love the chopper bolt. We'll get to that. I want to show you, this is one of my like summertime tricks where you can hollow out the inside of a watermelon and then you can throw your favorite tequila or vodka in there, and you just literally work around and hollow it out. Add a little bit of tequila, or maybe not, maybe you're just doing some ice. You take that off, and you're good to go. You've just literally, there's your cocktail. Come around, I wanna show you, we're doing I wanna show you the hot stuff because that's really one of my favorite things about the NutriBullet Immersion Blender is sticking it right into the stock pot. So you don't have to dirty up other pots. You don't need to worry about, transferring it and like splattering everywhere. There's some whole tomatoes that have been stewing in there for a tomato basil soup. And literally it's quick work of these tomatoes. You just stick it in and you start working around and you puree it to the texture that you want. And how great is that? You don't have to worry about putting it into, no splashing, putting it into a blender and taking it out. You can literally do it right in your stock pot. Now, one of my other favorite things, and it's coming time for Easter and for the holidays, it's great for all of your mashed potatoes, your sweet potatoes. Maybe you're on a diet and you want to do cauliflower mash. It's going to make quick work of that too. That's it. So look, you're just mashing away. That's all you're doing. And look how quick you're making mashed potatoes. I don't know about you, Shannon, but like I've been the girl who's like designated mashed potato girl, and using a hand masher, forget about it. Look at that.
And you know what, Cheryl? I mean, as you do that, it's especially helpful for those of us out there who are trying to do like low carb mashed potatoes. Like a little tip that I know Guy Yovan and myself do, and I know you do it too, Cheryl, is you could go straight up cauliflower mashed potatoes, or if you really want to cheat the palate, you could combine it with regular mashed potatoes and take that carb content down, et cetera, and calorie content down. But you need the right power in order to do that, especially with like a riced cauliflower. So I think we all have the best intentions in life, but I'm just telling you, I have spent, if you put a 1 in front of that $34 price, that's what I've spent on food processors here at HSN. So whether it's milkshakes or malts or brewing your coffee with maybe that brand new Today's Special, or making your own froth, doing fat-free skim milk, or when you go to the coffee shop and they're always talking about, oh, do you want the dairy-free option? Seems like they always charge you more money. Guess what? You're getting the Whisk, but you could froth. You could make your own whipped cream. You could make your own froth. You could make it lactose or dairy-free. You could do your own hummus. That takes literally seconds. You can crush ice with this. So yes, you could do your margaritas, pancakes in the morning for the kids, your Denver omelets, your soups, salsa, which unfortunately I didn't get a chance to make before the show, but you could easily do the salsa in this. Because Cheryl, I have had to get preservatives out of my diet. And that's one of the reasons that I appreciate you and this brand so much. But not all immersion or hand blenders are created alike. And that's why I go back to that torque. If you read the customer reviews, this has more torque and more power than many stand or hand mixers. It just happens to be a lot easier to store and a lot easier to clean, isn't it?
Oh my God, it's so easy to store and so easy to clean. And I love that it comes with, you know, now you have like a little mini food processor. I have to show you homemade mayonnaise. Once you do this, you'll never want regular mayonnaise again. You'll never do store-bought because, of course, you know, all the preservatives. But look, this is going to show you the torque. So we're literally just going to work our way, pull it up, and look at it transform. Okay, seriously, look at that. Look at that texture. Now, you could make avocado mayonnaise. You can make regular mayonnaise. You can, I'm gonna add a little bit of hot sauce.
Ooh.
Watch this. Now, you've just made Sriracha mayonnaise, and you can do it right in the vessel, right? Perfect, easy, done.
Oh, Cheryl.
I mean, I know, you make your aioli, throw some garlic cloves in there. Girl, that's going in my fridge for later, you know it. Now I wanna show you, this is also one of the things I love. I mean, the fact that it comes with the chopper bowl, to me, the NutriBullet Immersion Blender is like next to not, like this is the most amazing part, because these little basics of chopping your garlic, chopping your onion, chopping your carrots for a stew or a soup, it's like, oof, do I really wanna do that?
Check that out.
Okay, that's done. Now let's go to the onions.
By the way, Cheryl, as you do that, as someone who does have arthritis and dexterity issues, I appreciate this quick release mechanism that Cheryl was just demonstrating.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally like a quick little turn of the wrist, and then, oh wow, even carrots, we all know how hard those are.
Oh my gosh. So total quick release. You don't have to worry about the latches. I'm just gonna dump these out just so you can see what quick work it makes of them. And like, you know, the garlic thing, I normally do that and I throw it, a little tip and trick, is I throw it in a glass jar and cover it with some olive oil, and the garlic stays fresh and lasts forever. And then you've got your onions. I mean, come on, Shannon, like it's such a wonderful way to do your prep work without any of the fuss, without any of the muss. You can take the guesswork out. Let's go over here. You talked about batters. What a great way to do your batters, because it comes with the whisker. How wonderful is that?
I just think it's genius. I mean, even if it's something as a simple, you know, box mix for cupcakes or the pancake mix. You're gonna use this for frothing. You're gonna use this for crushing ice. You're gonna use it for your meatloafs. You're gonna use it for chopping your onions, your carrots, any of your mise en place for the upcoming Easter or Passover holidays. I do have to point out though, this price is only as long as supplies last. That's what a smart deal is. And remember, it's well on its way to be, well, it is a customer pick, and all of the reviews are perfect. Every single review on this is perfect, perfection. So quite often, it's just an immersion blender or a stick blender in this category. You're getting that great whisk, you're getting the 2 carafes, quick release mechanism. I've actually sold these hand blenders before where we've actually upsold the, what I call the salsa carafe, because that's what I do most often in this. And remember, you just rinse everything out, but that's your chopping blade mechanism as well. And then it is literally plug and play, locked securely in place. Let me take this off real quickly. This is what Cheryl was talking about. This is the accelerator, if you will. So you can go low torque, high torque. You know, you can pulse, so you're always in complete control. So on my salsa, I like it to be a little bit chunkier, but if you want it to be a little more pureed like a restaurant salsa, you can do that. And as someone who has had to make some pretty diligent choices with my dietary changes, even doing that mayo that Cheryl was doing, you can run, but you can't hide. Sodium lurks in everything. And when you're making your own, it takes the prep out of the prep. We all know fresh is best, but if you aren't making fresh, it's probably because, you know, it's like, is it worth taking out the big food processor to do this? You'll never ever worry about that again. And Cheryl, I know I keep going back to the power. The 350 watts of power.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, isn't it?
It is. It is a lot. And you saw how, like, literally all your kitchen tasks, that's why I call it my hidden gem. And you're taking the NutriBullet Immersion to the job. I'm going to make a quick little salsa. Okay, really? So you can make your salsas. I'm going to show you the guac. And this is how I love to make guac. I'm going to use it with a stick blender, with the actual part of the stick. And we're going to mash the avocados. I don't know if you can see that, but you can add like your onions and your garlic in there and your cilantro and just mash it all up. Literally, with the NutriBullet Immersion Blender, look at that. Look at that beautiful guacamole that you just made. It's gorgeous.
It is
absolutely gorgeous.
And anyone who's been to a fancy schmancy restaurant where they do the avocado toast, it's avocado and toast.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Why is it, $11? So
that's a great question. That is a really good question.
Well, Cheryl, I love having you here. Always a delight to have you in the kitchen, and hopefully you're grabbing this. A lot of people behind the scenes are doing just that. All right. Screen behind the scenes, what do you have up to, my friend? What are you doing over there?
Hi from across the studio. Do you know what I just realized?